everyone, good afternoon, good evening and good night. Welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in for this video and for the other videos as well that I have here on YouTube. Also, please do make sure to have a look at the posts on Instagram as well. So this is going to be a collective reading for a lot of you. This may not necessarily resonate, but for a lot of you this will. I've been called to do a collective reading, and actually I've been thinking and planning about doing one for a long time, just to also steer away from the pick a piles for a moment. We're going to have a look at what's going on. So it's kind of going to be testing my psychic abilities, as well as seeing how spirit can guide you as well with whatever I'm picking up on with the cards. Okay, so I don't really know the title of the video just yet, but I will be sure to know that I'll know the title at the very end. All right, so we're gonna, okay, angels, ancestors, guys, please help me to deliver the messages for the collective who need to hear it. Thank you so much. Okay, so they're actually telling me to pick three cards out of this deck, which is the Vera Sibilla. Okay, so I'll show you these cards in a second. And can we just get one more, please, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, I see. Okay, there it is. Oh, okay. So the first two cards that came out is Sospiri and La Vecchia Signora. We also have La Nemica. And at the bottom of the deck, we have I Deliranti. And we also have Stanza. And Mercante under that. So what this is a lot of you have been longing for something or someone who you moved away from. So you may have moved away from these energies, you may have moved away from these people. It was a difficult transition to move away from these people because we have the Six of Swords here. I should have got my quill. Okay, let me just go and get my quill, 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. I was actually looking for my Archangel Michael quill, but I couldn't find it. I don't know, I actually don't know where it is. But here I'm going to be using this one. So this is a red, it's like a crimson red colour. Some of you may be able to see it with the light of the lamp and the light of the candle here. And it has a gold tip. So there's a reason why this quill is being used today as an activator, and also I mean, it's the colour of fire, so you're sort of burning away these energies, okay? So I'll just say here that we have Picche and Six. So we have the Six of Swords in Italian, Picche is swords. So we have the Six of Swords here, and we have this woman who is longing. She's longing. Sospiri means just this energy of longing and kind of breathlessness, as well as breathing out a lot. You know, it's about breath essentially. So some of you may have had some anxiety, have had some worries and concerns, particularly around your heart space. But with the Six of Swords energy, this is the energy of air as well as water as well here. So maybe you've been waiting for someone to come back and it's been a bit of a heartbreaking situation, or you've been waiting for someone for quite some time, but you've had to reluctantly move on. Now, these messages have been coming through in the collective, generally speaking, haven't they? About this reluctance to move on in the collective. But reluctantly, you have, because you've had to, because you've had no choice other than to move on. So you have the Six of Swords energy here. We have the Two of Swords here. Due di Picche is a Two of Swords. Yes. And we have La Vecchia Signora. So La Vecchia Signora is the older lady, the wise woman. Okay, so we have this, again, this energy of, we have these contrasting energies with the tarot numbers here, as well as some numbers here, as well as the Italian word here. So we have this energy of There is wisdom now that there has been a move forward in the right direction. There has been wisdom that has been gained as a result of movement forward towards your future. But there has also been a lot of thoughts, a lot of mental activity, because the 6 and the 2 adding up is 8 swords. So it's kind of like a lot of the collective have been really in the head. You've been in your head, collective, about something with regard to this matter. Now, we will be delving deep with tarot, with the Mother Peace cards, as well as the Biddy Tarot and the daily guidance from the Angel Oracle cards as well. Okay, so we have this wisdom that's been gained after moving forward. There's this energy of maturity as well. Now, before I continue talking about this, I am flustered with this energy here with La Nemica. Now, for those of you who know Italian, you know that La Nemica means the enemy, and it's a female, because a ending in Italian or Latin words, original Latin words, with an A is feminine, with an O is masculine. So with the A at the end is feminine. So we have the female enemy. Okay, a little bit of teaching there for you. And we have the 12 of Swords, which essentially would be the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we have an enemy here, and we have the tarot that is saying something here at the top. Okay, so you've had to reluctantly move away from people you've had to put your boundaries up here with the Queen of Swords energy, away from female, particularly frenemies, or females who you thought were friends, who are holding and carrying a false mask here. Can you see that here? False mask. They revealed themselves to you, and they wanted to stab you in the back somehow. They wanted to betray you, betray your trust. They said something that was unlawful. With the sword is about law, truth, justice, but they betrayed your trust here. Okay, and you've gained wisdom in this situation. You know, maybe you've had to block people out here. The Two of Swords is traditionally, you know, a person, a woman here who's blindfolded, because she's choosing to be blindfolded, and she has her hands up like this, crossed, creating a barrier, and she's carrying 2 swords. Okay, so she needs space, or she needed space, in order to find the truth within, to get away from the chaos, in order to find peace and withdraw from certain activities around her, maybe even a lot of noise, a lot of speaking, a lot of sound. Okay, so that she could gain wisdom and find her own, choose the right choice. Essentially, the Two of Swords is the right choice. Okay, so she's maybe had a bit of unsure. Maybe she was unsure about whatever it is that she has now gained wisdom in, and now that she's sure in. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, just take genders as they are, you know, as they are here, and also as the energy. So whatever resonates with you, okay, regardless of your identity. I just heard identity crisis. Some people may be going through an identity crisis here as well. They may have strong Pluto in retrograde as well at this time, which talks about that. But we have this person here who is cattiva. You know, she's not good. She was leading you astray, or this person was leading you astray with the deliranti. They have their own selfish needs. Here we have the 9 of Pentacles here, 9 of quadri, 9 of Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacles is, you know, having financial independence, being independent, but also about kind of just doing your own thing. Yeah, doing your own thing. And we have 3 people here, and we have I deliranti. So we have people who are kind of with a lot of wayward activity. They could also be drunk. So we have a bunch of drunkards, possibly. We have some people here who may also be under the influence one way or another. And I feel like you had two people surrounding you in particular, and I feel like you're the one in the middle, and you're kind of letting go of the past. You're letting go of your teenage years. You're letting go of I'm just hearing that Katy Perry song, Teenage Dream. You're letting go of immaturity, essentially, and this is what you're letting go of, and you're no longer entertaining those energies within your own private company here with Stanza. Okay, and you're gaining wisdom now. For a lot of you, you may have been the eldest of this group of people, this group of people, and sure enough, even with age and experience does come wisdom as well. So I feel like this is what's been going on. If this does not resonate with you, that's fine. So this could be one scenario for some of you. They're wanting me to go deeper into this. We're going to use the tarot cards here by Giovanni Castelli Designs. So let's have a look and see what the tarot... Tell us about La Nemica. Four of Wands. Okay, so Four of Wands is a home, celebration, also marriage. Let's have a look at the Six of Swords. Please, Spirit. Thank you. Wow. Devil card. Let's have a look at the Two of Swords, please, Spirit. Thank you. We have the Two of Cups and the Page of Swords here. Just out of curiosity, let's have a look at the bottom. Let me have the King of Swords. King of Swords. And Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. And we have the Nine of Pentacles right here, which is what I spoke about here. And Five of Wands. Okay. So you're doing your own thing. You're stable, you're financially stable, or at least you come across as very stable and put together. The Four of Wands, this could be someone who has been... there's a homecoming energy here, okay? There's a return energy here. But this is actually the return of toxicity here. Someone who you may have moved away from, even travelled away from, and has created a distance from, metaphorically, but even physically, geographically as well. This is someone who you have, you've been burnt by. You've been burnt by this person before. You've been... I just heard cuckolded. For some of you, you may have had someone who has cuckolded you. You know, someone who has put you in a situation, a three-party situation, where they had an affair, you know, and they made you look terrible, you know. Okay. One moment while I tune into the energies, okay? King of Swords. Let me just take this out for 1 second. Okay, all right. So some of you, so the Devil card is here, and this is the Major Arcana. This is in the center of the reading, center of the spread, and a lot of you have let go of someone who really was evil. Really had bad intentions, or they had nefarious activity around them. They carried a dark cloud around them. This person that you're dealing with, or that you had dealt with in the past, this is someone who was I just keep hearing cativa, like just not nice, just a bad person to be around, you know. Okay, this person has a lot of negativity around them. Look, we have the Tower card. It's funny because in the collective, go to Instagram on the collective readings. We have Instagram Abstract Medicine on Instagram. We had the Tower card, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands that came out in the live video which I posted for the weekend energies. So this may have happened really recently, where someone was kicked out of a friendship, someone was kicked out of a relationship, someone was burdening and overwhelming with their energy. Okay, they really push your buttons here, is what I was also saying in the collective. They really pushed your buttons and you had to assert your boundaries here. Okay, and I talked about Pluto in retrograde. So this person may be having an identity crisis. We have the Pluto card here with the Tower card. All right, so the Tower card is drama, chaos, as well as Scorpio energy. This is something small that has been creeping in, but had a major impact. Okay, this person had a major impact in your life here. With the Two of Cups, this is someone who you met up with, you gained wisdom, you are coming across as mature, and you put your boundaries here. This person could also, they could still be keeping an eye on you here with the Page of Swords. But I feel like this is more your energy where you've said something that was cutting and it was coming from truth here. All right, let's move these cards out of the way now. I am keeping an eye on the King of Swords energy. To be honest with you, I just get the sense that a lot of you are really maintaining your ground here. Yeah, you're maintaining your ground. You're in a position of authority. You say things with love, emotional intelligence. We had the wink from the King of Cups as well. Let's see what else there is, please, for the collective. Angels, ancestors, guides, archangels in the light. Interesting how I'm currently reading the Book of Enoch. I actually read a few chapters of it a few years ago, but I'm actually reading the whole thing. And it talks about, you know, they're prophecies from Enoch. And Enoch talks about Noah and talks about the angels that had fallen. Now we had the Devil card, didn't we, earlier? Or just a few moments ago. You know. And these angels had corrupted humanity. Now the Sospiri card can also be little devils as well, who are wanting and longing for light, truth, healing, heaven essentially, but they've been kicked out of the doors of heaven. Now, this could be in a relationship. You may have let go of a toxic relationship. You may have let go of people who had betrayed your trust. And these people think that they have some sort of entitlement, that they are able to just come back in. But they have to deal with the consequences of their evil actions, I'm hearing. All right. Oh, la, la, I'm laughing because the death card keeps coming up in the collective. So this is important. I'm glad I'm doing this collective reading because these cards, they keep coming up in the Instagram account and also in the YouTube picker piles as well. So this is important. Spirit is saying it's important for me to share these messages for you. So the death card keeps coming up for a reason. Now, Scorpio energy here for some of you, but for a lot of you, you are going through deep healing, deep transformative times, major transformative times, major endings that need to take place. They need to happen. Okay, collective. These endings need to happen. Endings in a relationship, endings in friendships, endings in, you know, maybe a transformative ending and change that needs to happen with regard to your family as well. There could have been literal endings as well. All right. Endings of the ego. Endings of oh look, we have a boat here in this card too. You may be able to see it, but it's in the far distance. We have this boat in the far distance. So, but we do have the sunrise, you know, we have the sunrise. A lot of you endings in a marriage, endings in a relationship here. Interesting how we have the crow bowing down to the black horse here. Okay, so symbolic of one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, right? So I did mention the Book of Enoch and the apocryphal text of the Book of Enoch, where he talks about the end times, essentially, of humanity. and the end times, and we have this knight, skeletal knight, who is holding time, basically, in his left hand. It's a matter of time for these endings to take place. We have the Three of Pentacles here, okay? So we have another three. We had the three with the I Deliranti earlier. So let me just put that here. Some of you are also walking away from a team. Some of you are saying goodbye. Now, for a lot of you who've been on my channel and have been listening to my readings for a long time, and you've been seeing this card from this deck in particular, or in any of the cards or any deck, you will notice that I read the cards differently in every video. It's because of the gift from Spirit that I hold and that I have, that I'm able to recontextualize the meaning. Okay, so I don't always necessarily need to read the cards as biblical, so to speak. Okay, so some of you are moving away. You're like, ciao, salute, like goodbye. You're moving away from a certain project. You're moving away from a certain group of people, a team, or even you're just moving away from an enterprise or what's it called, a commitment at work in particular, where you're going to be taking your expertise elsewhere. Okay, my loves? Some of you, this could also be a relationship where you were the one who had entertained many people consenting, and now you're all agreeing that it's time for you to go and this contract has now ended. Okay, so that may or may not resonate for some of you, or they may resonate for all of you. We have the Magician here. Okay, we have the Magician here. Someone has definitely spoken their truth here, or will be speaking their truth. We have Mercury energy here. We have Gemini and Virgo and Scorpio energy here. Okay, so check those messages in, sorry, those placements in your natal chart as well. Currently, during this time, I feel like this is more about this time here in terms of astrology. Currently, in this time, we do have Mercury currently in retrograde at this time. Okay, so there are delays. Some of you, there are delays with regard to your manifestations appearing, your wishes being granted. There are a few delays here. Okay, this could also be with regard to a job placement or a collaborative project as well, where there may be delays. Okay, we have the King of Swords, which came out earlier and now it's coming out in the cards again. A lot of you are rising into power. Now, we do have transformation energy here with the Death card, but also with the butterfly here. So you're now coming out of your cocoon. For a lot of you, you're now coming out of your cocoon. You're now speaking your truth here. King of Swords is Gemini, Aquarius, as well as Libra, and we do have that here in the major arcana. So we have you thinking intelligently. We have you thinking and speaking your truth. Now, interestingly, with this card, we have the butterfly in the reverse, okay, upside down. Some of you may be able to see that here. So you've let go of something or someone who did not speak their truth. Now, we're going to have a look at the Verasibila and see what this is about. We have Sacerdote, which is faith, or the priest. Okay, so this could have been about something that you are faithful about. We have the King of Swords right here, actually, with the 13 of Pica, which is the King of Swords. And we have that here. So we have someone who may be of the age of 74 or 40 here, shown in this card. Okay, could be significant. You may have put your faith in something or someone, or even a religious situation that you've now moved away from. Okay, so you may be seeing something in a different light. You may be seeing someone's truth in a different light, I'm seeing. But in either case, I'm seeing that you are now focusing on your integrity, collective. You're now focusing on your truth and how your truth is the thing that gives you power, you know? You living your truth is the thing that gives you power. And what I mean by that is you're now living your truth. You're now living your truest self, your truest essence. Okay, you're no longer going to be dimming your light. You're actually rising. Okay, and I just got a tap on my right shoulder, which is indicative of that, particularly on my right side. We have Presente di Pietre Preziose and we have L'Amica, which is beautiful. So because now you're treating yourself well and you're living your truth and you're ending relationships that have now closed out. This could also be with work as well. You're saying adieu, you're saying goodbye to a chapter in your life. You're saying goodbye to an ending. You're now moving into a positive change in your life, okay? Where that ending was dark, now it is going to be light, I'm hearing. You will be now attracting great opportunities for you at work, as well as with friendships. So you're attracting abundance. So your manifestations are going to be coming in soon. We have the Three of Pentacles here, which is interesting. We have the Tre di Quadri, which is right here, Three of Pentacles. And we have here Quattro di Fiori, which is the Four of Wands, which we had earlier in the tarot. So you are going to be further gaining your stability, financially speaking, but you're also going to be attracting stable friends. You're going to be attracting stable relationships, people that you can trust as well, which is beautiful. People who you will have in your house and you will have in their house, you know. So this is the energy of trust here. You're going to get to know them. You're going to get to know these people. And this is something that has been part of your desires, your wish and your desires collective. I feel like a lot of you are going to be gaining a great salary. Your finances are going to be increasing as well. Collective. Let's have a look at the Death card, please, Spirit. People are also going to be seeing you as a treasure. Someone that is very precious because you treat yourself as that. Now, for some of you, this could be a return. With the Four of Wands, this is the a homecoming. So we have this return, la riunione. Okay, so we have this return. For some of you, you may have been waiting for someone to return from your past where there has been a major ending. Eight of Wands here in the tarot, Otto di Fiori. Eight of Wands is lots of communication, the Magician card, and the Gemini energy here, Aquarius and Libra. The Magician card does talk about a lot of communication and someone at a distance, in particular from abroad. So lots of text messages. We have Bambino and Giovine Fanciulla. So we have the baby and a young maiden, or a chaste maiden, essentially. So we have a beginning. So a lot of you are moving essentially towards your future. We have the Queen of Wands here with the Dodici di Fiori and the Seven of Quadri, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you are, as you gain your control over your basically the power that you give, so you're no longer giving your power away to Tom, Dick and Harry. You're actually more withdrawn and more reserved with your energy and with your power. And people really find that that assertive energy and that assertive power is very attractive, you know, in many ways, at work and also in your love life too. And with the people that are around you as well, your family and your friends. So as you gain control of your power and as you gain control of your enemies, I'm hearing, by letting them go and by no longer giving your power away to them, you naturally create an energy of you moving on, essentially. You create an energy that is a barrier, and these people can no longer be treating you in a way that they used to treat you because you've put your barriers up and you're maintaining your ground. Okay, and it's, you know, people will say whatever they will say about you, but you know who you are, you know your truest essence, you know who you are. And so because this is coming from a place of integrity, you're coming across as chaste, as pure, as innocent, okay? For some of you, you may also be abstaining from physical intimacy at this time, okay? Because you want the truest thing, you want the truest thing, is what I'm hearing. So someone may be wanting to come back to you and may want to return to you. Of course, that's up to you, whether you want to entertain those energies or not. But I am seeing a new beginning here. Spirit is asking me to look at the numbers here. So we have number 60, we have number 4, we have number 74, and we have number 4 again, which is broken down from the 40. 40 could be significant. Number 89, number 25, number 47, and number 1. You're being your number 1. You're essentially loving yourself, and you're giving yourself the self-love that you know that you deserve. Maybe even for the first time, maybe you were looking love in the wrong places. I will say that again. Maybe you were looking for love in the wrong places, and now you're finding that love within. Now you're moving on. Now you're moving towards your future, and you're asserting your boundaries, and you're going to be more communicative with your own desires, okay, in many ways. You know that this life is all about constant transformation, and your recent transformation that has taken place was painful, but was inevitable. You're moving towards friends here that you can trust. You're moving towards great opportunities here, on account of you leveling up, essentially. Okay, beautiful energy. A new chapter is beginning, and there's a freshness about you as well. Okay, there's too many cards, please, Spirit. Okay, let's see what we're moving towards. We have Gaza. Some of you could be moving towards a new home. Some of you could be moving towards a new office, a new institution. We have Due di Coppe here, which is the 2 of Cups. Due di Coppe is the 2 of Cups. 22 could be significant for you in the collective. I know that a lot of you, 22 is significant for you. And 62 as well, which rounds down to an 8. So we have this infinite circle here. Some of you have not learnt your lessons, and this cycle keeps repeating itself so that you can learn your lesson once and for good, once and for all. All right. So I'm also seeing all of these doors are closed and all of these windows are closed. So you are your own institution. You are stable here, and you are closing the door on people who you no longer trust. Okay. People are also seeing you as a brand that they want to work with, they want to collaborate with, right? So you could be receiving text messages, phone calls, emails from people who want to meet up with you and have meetings with you because they see you as very precious. They see you gaining great traction, gaining great fortune, and these people you can trust. You see, we have a letter, which is also a contract. So just make sure, just remember that this is retrograde season, but after this Mercury retrograde and it goes direct, I feel like a lot of you will be receiving contracts, new opportunities at work, great opportunities at work. These are major institutions. So, you know, this is not the time to play small, collective. This is the time to play big, to see big, and have a brighter and open horizon in terms of your visuals. See great things, achieve great things. You know, so as soon as you see great things and you focus on that vision, you achieve great things. And this is a letter. For some of you, this could also be a letter of apology. We have the Due di Quadri, which is the 2 of Pentacles. Some of you could be moving from one institution, so from one job placement to the next. Some of you could also be juggling your finances as well. But at that time when you're juggling, like, oh, should I save my money? How do I do this? And it's quite difficult. You know, you're sort of penny pinching a little bit, which is fine, and it does happen. You're also recognizing you suddenly actually receive a letter, something that is very opportune. I'm hearing it's a kind of actually a gift from God. I want to have a look at the tarot for this. What is this letter about? Page of Swords. Someone who is keeping an eye on you. Someone who's keeping an eye on you. This is a messenger as well. This could also be in terms of work contracts. Opportunities where they're seeing how you're working online, they're seeing your achievements, they're seeing how much you have achieved, and they want to work with you. See the Wheel of Fortune here. This is an opportunity of great fortune. Great fortune. There is something evolving in your life. There is an inevitable change in your life that is taking place. This is part of your destiny. Now, you're kind of you're rebirthing yourself, I'm hearing. You're rebirthing yourself, you're gaining wisdom. You're becoming more wise out of the circumstances that you have experienced, and you're seeing yourself as very precious. You're seeing yourself as someone who has great fortune within them, and you have great talent. And other people see that, institutions see that, brands see that, people see that, potential romantic relationships see that. Potential friends see that too, and they want to be around your energy. They want to be around your vibe. We have the 4 of Wands here, which has come out again. twice in the tarot, but also with the tarot and the cards earlier as well, in terms of the numbers. So as you maintain your ground, as you come across as very authoritative and also maybe emotionally withdrawn, you're actually coming across as very intelligent, very smart, maybe a bit intimidating for some people. But, you know, you're someone who goes by the law. You're going by the law of the universe. You're going by the law of the universal energies. You're going by the law of your own tongue, which means that you're going by your own integrity, you know? You know, no one can be sovereign over you other than God, other than spirit. And this is how people are seeing you. They're also seeing you as like someone who is impenetrable, I'm hearing. Someone who is impenetrable. So again, you have your guards up. You know, the Four of Wands is also the same energy. You have your guards up. You know, people can't penetrate you in many ways. You know, you're not entertaining physical, romantic intimacy as well at this time, because you're being very, very selective with whom you surround yourself with whom you give your energy, and people see that as actually very attractive. Okay, a lot of you could also be moving home as well, moving into a new position. You're also very financially independent, or at least you come across that way, that you don't need for anything. You don't need anyone. You don't need to be with anyone. You don't need to be looked after. You're good on your own, to be honest with you. I do see that you are entertaining yourself in nature, you're entertaining yourself in the garden, you're working on yourself, you're reading books. Nine of Pentacles is all about the physical world. You're reading books, you're nourishing yourself in terms of your intelligence, in terms of your intellectualism, your academic self. You're increasing your capabilities in your mind space, I'm hearing. Spirit comes out with really archaic words. I'm sorry if it sounds a bit strange, but what they're saying is that you are increasing your talents, not only in your financial, but also in your gifts, but also with regard to your mental capacities. Okay. Four of Pentacles here. You are, again, you're impenetrable. Yeah, you're impenetrable. You know, so for a lot of you, you have moved away from a particular commitment here with the Three of Pentacles. And you're realizing that maybe rather than... I've got bats in my house, by the way. And I just heard a sort of tumbling or scratching, which is fine. I don't know if you heard that, but... this is something I've been having to deal with in my home, my institution. And it's lovely having bats in my house, to be honest. They are a blessing. And they're also sacred. You know, they're sacred animals, particularly here in the UK, where they should not be touched. You know, they're protected. And we have this energy of... and I also think there is a reason why these bats are here, you know, in my house. Because they're teaching me something about releasing, you know, releasing control, releasing people, you know. Maybe this is also about you, like surrendering and releasing people from your life you no longer are needing to be in your life anymore, because this is about this evolution, this movement forwards, you know, particularly when they haven't grown out of that immature stage, where they haven't learned how to be self-sufficient, or even like in control and responsible over their word, their actions, you know, that kind of energy. We have the Knight of Wands here, the Seven of Swords, wow, and the Five of Swords. Okay, no surprise. So, you know, I did speak about that, you know, just releasing your energy of people who, you know, come in with a lot of fun and excitement. And yes, they are fun and exciting, but they also have trust issues. They have trust issues, and they also create trust issues within you. They're deceptive. They only have their self in mind here in more ways than one, because we have the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords, which does talk about mind as well, you know. And they leave you breathless with Fischetti, which came out earlier. They leave you breathless. They leave you with anxiety. Here's that Two of Swords that came out earlier. You know, you're needing to block them because they come out just, oh, I'm really clever, I'm going to take what I can, I'm going to take what I can from this person. And they have selfish reasons, you know, and you're no longer around those people. You're moving away from those people. With the Tower card, I can't believe the Tower card has come out again. Spirit intervenes and says, you know, we need you to wake up with this. We need you to wake up into the situation that these people are no longer, they're no longer going to be around you anymore, because these people just, I just heard, are maledetti, you know, they're cursed people. These people are cursed people. Interesting. I've never said that, I don't think, in a tarot reading before, or in an oracle reading. These people are cursed. Interesting. Channeling here, these people are cursed, okay? And you don't need to be around people who are cursed, and especially people who don't learn from their mistakes. They just drag you down, you know? Two of Cups, you know, you're now going to be meeting people who are like-minded, who share the same interests, who are emotionally evolved, who are loving and caring. You know, this is going to be, they're part of your wishes, the Nine of Cups. You're going to be moving into a stage collective where you're moving towards people who you trust, people who love you, and people who treat you with kindness, because they see you as the Empress. For some of you who are women and who are in the energy of the Divine Feminine archetype in particular, you are people who treat yourself with kindness and you treat yourself well. You are a cornucopia of opportunities. You are a cornucopia of abundance. And you're now seeing that you can always create more and more of that abundance. But people are no longer entitled to be around that just for its own sake. Not that you necessarily expect reciprocal energy from other people. But it's the energy of, I'm attracting more abundance into my life with people who are also abundant in their life, who are also settled and stable within their life, and who also are like-minded. This is like for like. People who are not going to be intimidated by my presence because they've done the self-work within. You know, they themselves are also queens. They themselves are also empresses. And not just on the cards, actually in life, you know. These are people who are really elevated, people who are stars already in their own life, yeah? So this is what I'm saying here. And people are going to be treating you well because you are asserting your boundaries here. Knight of Pentacles. You're moving towards a new stage in your life that has been slowly coming, but I do see that you're birthing into something new. You're birthing something new here. You've made an important choice with regard to your relationships, your love life, or even your lovers, and you're now truly choosing love within. Okay, that keeps coming up. You're now choosing love within. All right, you're now choosing love within. We're going to use the Mother Peace Tarot now. A lot of you are creating a brand as well, a brand for yourself. You're creating a brand for yourself, which is really interesting. And you're birthing something new. You're birthing something new, collective. You're actually part of the new age, you know, with the Empress energy. You're part of the new age. You're part of a new way. Okay, so what I'm saying is you're not only just part of a new identity, but you're part of a new way and a new wave as part of the new age, which means that you are actually the embodiment and symbolism of that new age incarnate, I'm hearing. Beautiful. Let's have a look at the Mother Peace Tarot, just to kind of close out. Okay, so we have the Shaman of Swords. Okay, so what I'm hearing is what you invoke, what you see, what you say, what you do not show is part of spirit. You know that you trust spirit here. We have the eagle that is ascended. You're seeing things in a different perspective. You trust whatever is going on for a reason. You trust in God. You trust in the Almighty collective. And you are trusting your spiritual abilities here. We have the Priestess and Cups energy. You are speaking your truth. You are incredibly psychic, collective, and you're choosing to focus on these things. Okay, The Six of Discs is reciprocal energy here. Some of you are also getting massages. I'd love to get a massage soon. Six of Discs, you're yeah, I'm seeing that you're being cared for, you're being looked after by your shaman guides as well in spirit. So spirit is actually telling me to share this knowledge with you. I read in the book of Enoch. Where is it? Do I have it here? I think it's over there. Let me just go and get it for you. Now, it is rather an interesting text, the Book of Enoch here. It's rather an interesting chapter. And it talks about how, where is it? Where was that line? How during the fall of the angels who came down from heaven, and there were quite a few of them. I won't speak their names, but I think there may have been about 5 of them. There's this one here. I'm like showing you. There's this one here, 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 and this one here. This one here, this one here, this one here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So there's 9 fallen angels here, and the ones that helped to helps to bring light into the world in terms of the archangels that continue to stay in heaven and work for the good, were Michael, which is Michael, Archangel Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel. Okay, so I just wanted to also point out that once that had happened, when there was the fall, God had actually turned people as a kind of, for some women, into sirens here, which is really interesting because sirens are a type of mermaid as a way to castigate. So we have it here where I'm making a note now. Okay, so it says here, let me just read this chapter 19. And Uriel said to me, to Enoch, and Uriel said to me, here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. Here shall they stand till the day of the great judgment, in which they shall be judged, till they are made an end of. And the women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. And I, Enoch, alone saw the vision, the ends of all things, and no man shall see as I have seen. So what this says is that Uriel spoke to Enoch and said that the angels that had fallen, who connected themselves with women, which is actually RAPE, it's not just like having sex and that's it, you know, fun times. It's actually, these angels had abused women of the human race, okay, had created children with these women. And the spirits assuming many different forms. So the spirits that came through from the birthing canal process as well, like actually giving birth to more spirits that then end up coming in and destroying the world. These are demonic energies, okay, need to be removed basically. And those people that are created, you know, these negative spiritual entities essentially, then go on to sacrificing other individuals or people to demons as if they were gods. So this is now the entry point of like the worshipping of icons, the worshipping of idols, the worshipping of this, that, and giving sacrifice to Baphomet, essentially. You know, so the angel, which is the messenger Uriel, who came down to talk to Enoch, had basically said that God doesn't want this anymore. Okay, and he's putting an end to it, and he's castigating those women, right? And the women also of the angels, right? And I feel like there were some women who actually chose to be with these angel messengers as well. They went astray, went in the wrong direction. And I would say not even innocently, will become sirens. Now, as I said, these sirens are a type of mermaid. Then, you know, not all mermaids are, there's like 4 types of mermaids. Not all mermaids are good, essentially. And they sing, and they you know, they intoxicate, and they allure, and they manipulate. You know, this is the lowest of the low kind of type of mermaid hybrid, right? So I feel like maybe you're seeing things, you're seeing these things, maybe you're becoming more prophetic, maybe you're becoming more astute, aware that there are manipulative energies here, there are manipulative people, there are people who want your demise, there are people who have entities themselves that need to be removed, but these people are not willing to see their own judgment here. You know, they need to be judged by God, right? So you're seeing that maybe even through your psychic abilities, that you're seeing the light, you're seeing clear as day, that there are people who profess to be lovely, sweet and kind, mermaid, mystical energies, are actually dabbling in dark arts, are dabbling with manipulative energies as well, have negative entities within them that need to be removed. You're seeing things that you're in your dreams. You know, you may be, you know, seeing attachments as well with around people and their aura. You see that their aura is broken as well, that their aura is not clear and clean. You're getting all of these messages through your dream space as well. And some of you here with the 6 of this could also be a massage, but this could also be where there is a need for a deep cleanse. Maybe even yourself, you're doing some fasting, you're going through a deep cleanse in terms of your relationships as well. You're purging people out of the way. And there's also this energy of, for some of you, you may have said, or you may see that these people need an extrapolation, need a removal of these demonic energies as well. Okay. And you are also removing yourself from these people. Okay, so that's beautiful channeling. And, you know, what I'm saying is true. We have the tower underneath that, you know, and you're understanding that, you know, these relationships are built on sand. They're not built on a solid foundation. There has been major endings. There has been a lot of drama, and you've removed yourself from this drama. You are removing yourself from people who say that they have the eyes to see, but they're actually manipulating the energies. These are dark angels. These are not pure with light angels. The angels that I work with, Archangel Michael in particular, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Raphael is one I actually work with in terms of my shamanic healing sessions, Michael as well, and Gabriel, I work with them too. But that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that there are people here who work with demonic energies. They don't realize that they're working with demonic energies. And as the card is being displayed here, it's in the upside down, which is the reversed pentagram. Now, the reversed pentagram is, of course, you know, the devil energy, you know. So again, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with people who have possessions that don't realize that they have possessions. We have the death card underneath that, again, which came out actually in the collective reading that I chose to speak about today on Instagram. The death card has been coming up a lot, where a lot of you are shedding, a lot of you are dealing with endings with people, relationship situations, chapters, and you're going through transformative times. You're actually realizing and recognizing quite a few things, that there are people that say that they have the knowledge when they don't. They're people who actually carry a lot of dark magic within them. You can carry dark magic within you without realizing you have it. And it's by your associates, by what you watch, by what you see, by what you eat, with whom you sleep. And I see that you may have been in a situation where you felt trapped around these energies. You know, this could be anyone's, could be friends, family, relationships, romantic, whatever. They say the right thing, they do the right thing, they're showing the right thing, but actually deep down, they're empty. These are people that don't have pure souls, pure intentions, because they don't come from the light. That's pure and simple. They've been converted into this dark siren, you know? Okay, so that's kind of enough of that. There are some more messages I want to share with you today, but I want to deal with this in another reading, another video potentially, because it's quite a lot to unpack, okay? But yeah, basically they've fallen. You know, the Five of Pentacles is, you know, they have fallen from grace. These people have fallen from grace, and you don't want to be around that. You know, it's up to people to change their ways, to do what's right for them and for God, essentially. You know, for the one, for the great one. Energy work, exactly. So life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body's a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. So that's massage, Reiki, you know. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. And this is what I do. I do energy work. That my shamanic healing sessions is energy work. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be here with me in the physical. I conduct these shamanic healing sessions online, which is what the Six of Pentacles was showing you earlier with the Mother Peace Tarot. Assertiveness is what I have been speaking about this whole, what Spirit has been telling me to tell you about is you're asserting your boundaries. And that's what's making you really attractive at this time to all things, and you're going to be tested as well. This situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved, you see? We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. Now, the King of Swords is Archangel Michael as well, Michael, so he's coming through too. And we have the dolphin. We spoke about sirens, mermaids. Joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciation. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at the highest possible levels. And that is the presente di pietre preziose. So that's the presence of precious jewels. You know, there's abundance and joy that's going to feel like precious jewels, but also when you're acting from a place of joy, you attract more high vibrational energy around you as well. And you're letting go. You know, we have the ocean, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. So you're doing a cleanse as well. That's what I'm picking up on. Yes, literally, you may be going to the ocean to get a cleanse, but I also do see that you're washing away these people away from you as well. Relationship, you know, your primary relationship is within yourself, with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal and balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. Okay, as you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. That's the energy. You're focusing more on being true with yourself, which is true with God, which is true with the universe, which is true with the one, the creator, not the God of this world, not the prince of this world, the thief of this world, you know, of planet Earth. It's the God, the creator, that has made you your highest, truest, light body self. And you're seeing these dark energies around others. You're seeing people that have and are carrying low vibrational energies. You're seeing it all. It's like the veil has been lifted, I'm hearing. So I won't go any deeper. Let me know how this resonates. Please do press the like button, subscribe to the channel, maybe put an emoji down there in the comments as well if it does resonate with you. If you like to book an energy work session with me, shamanic healing session, I feel like some of you would really benefit from it. It's not scary, don't worry. It's beautiful and healing. You can do that with me. As I say, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel also work with me on the shamanic healing sessions in particular. And there are others as well that come through too. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Bye for now.